This is lecture 5.3, Dishonored Checks and Electronic Banking. This is found on page 129 of your book. Recording a dishonored check on a check stub. A dishonored check is a check that a bank refuses to pay. Banks dishonor a check when the account of the person who wrote the check has insufficient funds to pay the check. Banks may also dishonor a check for some other reasons, if it appears to be altered, or if the signature of the person that signed the check does not match the one on the signature card at the bank, or if the amount written in the figures and the words do not agree, and if the check is post-dated, or if the person who wrote the check has stopped payment on the check. So those are all different reasons why a check may be dishonored. When it happens, however, you need to write dishonored check in your check stub 105, and then you need to figure this into your check stub so that you aren't calculating for it when your bank statement comes. You also need to journalize for it. So on November 29th, you received notice from the bank of a dishonored check from Campus Internet Cafe. So here you were thinking that you were waiting on money from them, and so you had received cash. You had journalized that you'd received cash and that their amount of accounts receivable had gone down, but then you realized that your bank did not honor that check, and they have charged you $35 for that dishonored check. So you need to go ahead and rebill Campus Internet Cafe and take that money out of your cash account that you said was there, because you really don't have that $70 in there. So now you are waiting on $105 from accounts receivable. You have rebilled them that $70 plus the $35 fee, which would be a total of $105, and you've written memorandum 55 to cover that, or to show that. So this is what your journal entry should look like. On September 2nd, you paid cash on account to Kelson Enterprises $350 using EFT. EFT is electronic funds transfer. This is a way, it's a computerized cash payment system that transfers funds without the use of checks, currency, or other paper documents. So this is just kind of like online way to transfer funds between businesses, so that you aren't having to write a check. You do still need to journalize for that, so that you are keeping record of your money coming and going. So on here we've written our date, we have debited our accounts payable to Kelson Enterprises for $350 and credited our cash for $350, and our doc number we have used memorandum 10. Okay. On September 5th, we purchased supplies 24 using a debit card. Again, a debit card we wouldn't have that check stub for, so we need to make sure that we are journalizing this so that we, again, know where our money's coming and going. So we have a debit card is just like cash. We don't need to do anything else, but we do write a memorandum down for it, so that we would do supplies 24, cash credit 24, memorandum 12 would go in our doc number.